Hello everyone, and welcome to another video Dvar. I'm Rabbi Chaitovsky. It's been a few weeks since I've had an opportunity to be with you, and it's great to be back. The NFL preseason may have just ended, but Jews practically invented the preseason, and that preseason is the month of Elul. That leads us up to the High Holy Days, which are just under 3 weeks away. And we've been spending the month of Elul. We take our cue from our history and spend the month of Elul re-examining the past year and looking in the mirror and asking ourselves the tough questions that we perhaps would not be so willing to ask at any other time of the year. But we're compelled to do this. There's something in the air, there's something cosmic about this particular season, or as I said, this preseason, that asks us to do this. And I want to help us along with this process by focusing on an interesting juxtaposition. That's a big word for two things that follow one another. In this week's Torah portion, this is known as smichut, things that are next to each other. And one of them is a very famous law that many people talk about in different contexts. And the other one is an equally famous law that people know about, but I wonder how many people really think about. And I want us to think about both of them and think about why they might be placed next to each other. So the first one from Parshat Teitzei, which is a mitzvah-rich Torah portion, very famous mitzvah, ki yikarei kan sipor lefanecha baderech, when you find a mother bird, a nest on the way, and the mother bird is hovering over the nest, and there's eggs in the nest, and for whatever the reason you want the nest, you must shoo away the mother bird before taking the eggs out of the nest. And many commentators try to explain what this is about. L'ma'an yitav lach v'harachta yamim. The reward for this is that things will go well for you and you will enjoy length of days. The very next mitzvah, ki tivneh bayit chadash, when you build a home, a new home, v'yasita ma'akeh legagacha, you must build a fence, sometimes translated as a parapet. You must build a fence around your roof. V'lo tasim damim b'veitecha, so that there will not be any blood guilt in your house. Ki yipol hanofel mimenu, if someone up on the roof should fall off. When you build a house, you have to put a fence around the roof. When you see a nest, we're supposed to shoo away a mother bird before taking the eggs out of the nest. What do these two mitzvot possibly have to do with each other, if anything at all? And the fact is, they have little to do with each other. They teach us opposite lessons. They teach us about our responsibilities at this time of the year. What do I mean? So let's take the nest. A bird builds a nest. And what is the bird's responsibility after building the nest? The bird builds a nest so that the bird can raise a family. There's little chicks in the nest. There's little baby birds. There's eggs. There's baby birds in the nest. And the total focus of mother bird and, I guess, father bird is the nest, is the children inside. They have no other concern in the world. When a person builds a nest, and I'm talking about a home, when a person builds a house, the Torah tells us your only concern cannot be the people living in the house. Our concern must be for others who might be in the house, even only occasionally. You have to protect whoever is in the house at whatever time they may be there. We must build a fence around the roof, or a fence around the balcony, or a protective fence around your pool. All of these things are considered protection for people who come onto your property. And there's a whole area of American law about people coming onto your property and what your responsibilities are. And the Torah perhaps helps us contrast a little bird with a human being in their attitude towards the other. The bird seems to be totally selfish. The human being can never be selfish. The human being must always reach out and try to embrace the other. And this is just one of many rules in the Torah, rules in this week's Torah portion that deal with concern for the other and concern for the property of the other. We're in the month of Elul. Elul arguably is the most selfish time of the year. We focus almost exclusively on ourselves. We're looking deep inside of ourselves, trying to wonder, did I do as well as I could have this year? Being selfish seems out of kilter with what the Torah portion is trying to tell us. But this is a special kind of being selfish. Our desire to look inside of ourselves and to improve ourselves individually, that focus must lead us inexorably to recognize our obligation to reach out to the other. We cannot be like birds building our own nests and focusing exclusively on the people immediately around us, immediately who live with us. We have responsibilities to those who intersect with us and interact with us, even for a moment. We build houses and we have to protect those who will come onto that property. And that is not selfish. That is just a way of reaching out. And if our self-examination leads us to the embrace of the other, then this month of Elul will have been an amazingly successful pre-season. Wishing you a wonderful Shabbat, wishing you a wonderful journey through the pre-season to the new year of 5777. Come to Shul. You'll hit the jackpot this year. You'll learn a lot. You'll become a better person. You'll be a better Jew. Shabbat Shalom.